Hello, today's bonus game is Fibble. It's Wordle, but it lies to you. So each guess has exactly one lie. It starts us off with Drake. So maybe this R should have been green. Maybe this A should have been gray or yellow. We don't know. So I like to play in hard mode, which means I'm going to only guess what could be the answer. But I like to use as much positive info as I can. So if there is an RAKE, I would like to do that. I think, yeah, we can do break. So by doing this, we're going to maximize the possibility of finding contradictions. All right, so we did learn quite a bit here, even though we don't have two contradictions. We do have one contradiction. This says K is green, this says K is gray. So that means that anything that these two agree on has to be true, because the only way something they agree on it could be false is if they're both lying there. Like if we want this A to be something else, then this A is also something else, and now these K's contradict without another lie to use. So we don't know which one's lying, but we do know that all of these are true. So I could guess a B something A something E word, but I would still need a lie. So I think we're kind of required. Yeah. So I think we're required to just say that B and K are lying and they're gray. Because the other option, so if this K is lying, we're going to assume this K is telling the truth, that we don't have a K elsewhere, which is a little bit of an assumption. But if that's true, then this B is lying, right? So the only other option is this K is lying, which means this is true, which means this D is lying, and this is true. And we have to find a B something AKEA word, which doesn't exist. So I think our only option is to take this case. So it's just an AE word, and we just have to use new letters. So something like shave. I think the yellow S is just the lie, and I think we don't have one. But we could start with S again, like slate, and just see what happens. Okay, so we have two contradictions. That's exactly what we want to find. Because, well, first of all, we know this E's true, so this E's lying. So it's actually kind of easier. But we knew that only the E's and S's could lie, because one of the lies is an E, one of the lies is an S's. That's both lies. So we know that it is LA something E, and we can't reuse any of the other letters. Something like blame, plain. Let's do plain instead. Okay, so it says not quite still lying. You have to pay attention to that. We did not solve it. One of these letters is gray. So we either have a PLA something E, like place, or we had an LANE ending. All right. I love when I get this false win. Cool. Well, I really enjoy this game. Let's spin the bonus game wheel and see what tomorrow's bonus game will be. It is Nathan Good's suggestion of Squirtle. This is Squirtle without the second E. So it's it is a kind of a 5x5 grid of Wordles to solve. I do the daily, so it's 6 Wordles, 3 columns, 3 rows that intersect, kind of like crossword style. All right, and there is a link in the description if you want to play that. And how'd you do?